Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Daggerfall Unity. Last time around, we tried to do a quest for the Knights of the Dragon where we had to go and kill a dragon ling. I mean, we actually did that quest successfully, but it turns out that we weren't able to soul trap that dragon ling, which is one of the reasons we did the quest, as that's the only dragon ling you can soul trap because we didn't have enough mana to cast the spell that we wanted to cast, which is this spell right here. So, in the meantime, between last episode and this episode, I looked up a little bit about how the spell creation, custom spell creator works, and well, I have a good idea of how to make a soul trap spell that will work, I think. So duration is essentially like how many rounds or how long the soul trap will be active, and I think it's 3 rounds per duration. And I think 3 rounds is like, or I'm not sure how many rounds it is, but it's a couple seconds basically per duration point. But it's also per level. So 1 duration per 1 level. We're like level 13, so it will last, what, like 13 times 3 seconds, which is plenty of time. And then in terms of the chance, pretty self-explanatory here. If you see this number here, if it's going up 1, 2, 3, 4, it will multiply that by what level we are to determine the chance of the spell succeeding. And let's just remind ourselves of what level we are here. We're level 14, so given that, let's add the effect of Soul Trap here once again. If we want a spell that has a fairly high chance of succeeding, all that we really have to do is get a number that multiplied by 14 will be above 50%. So, for instance, 10 times 14 is what, 140, so that has like a 100% chance of succeeding. I think that's how it works. But we don't even need that high of a chance of succeeding. Something like 9 times 14, I think that's still above 100. What is 9 times 14 actually? Let's see. 9 times 14 is 126. So I think this in theory should almost have like a 100% chance of success, I think. We'll increase the duration just in case it's important. I think this is fine though. So it costs 110 mana, which is plenty of. I mean, we have that mana, so I think this should work here, and we'll rename it and call it Reasonable Soul Trap. Let's buy this, and I think that should work. One other solution that someone left in the comments, which I thought was kind of interesting, an interesting idea, was if we find the magic item creator. Where is he? Right here. Let's just take a random item here. If we did cast while strike, or maybe not, cast when used, soul trap. Yeah, so someone suggested basically that maybe we could get an item that would basically cast soul trap for us. But it does not seem to be an option on this list, so I guess you can't do that in this game. So that was another potential solution, but it doesn't seem like Soul Trap is a spell that you can attach to an item. So I think that this Soul Trap spell should work here. Or is it Reasonable Soul? Reasonable Soul Trap. We'll move that up next to the other Soul Trap spell. So then the only thing left to do is to go out and actually test it. So we do have our Soul Trap right here. And what we can do is just go get the same quest from the Knights of the Dragon we just did and see if we actually are able to soul trap this dragon ling with this spell. Hopefully it will work this time. Let me actually check my wagon. I know I have some stuff to sell potentially. Not too much actually. We can throw this book into the wagon for now. We throw all these ingredients into the wagon for the time being. And then all of this stuff. We don't need any of this out at the moment. I guess we still have not very much inventory space because we have gold. So we should actually throw our gold in the bank. So let's go do that now. And after we actually do this this quest and test out the Soul Trap spell, then we'll actually go ahead and offload all of our stuff from last time and this time in terms of selling equipment and things like that. And then once we actually have this Soul Trapped Dragon Ling, I think we can enchant another weapon with some good attack enchantments and things like that, which should be quite useful. So let's go ahead and throw our money in the bank. Almost at 400,000 now. and we'll head back up north. And I'm thinking something that we'll want to do is soon is Daedra summoning, which costs, I think the base cost is 200,000, but you can get basically a discount for having a high reputation with whatever faction you do the Daedra summoning with. So in our case, I mean, we have two main options. One's the Mages Guild, and one is Witches' Covens. Now, the Witches' Covens, the advantage to them is it doesn't have to be... So Daedra summoning you can only do on a very specific day on the calendar. But at a Witch's Coven, it will essentially just give you a random Daedra to summon on any day. It doesn't have to be on the specific day. But we need to get our reputation up with them in order to have cheap Daedra summoning. Well, with the Mages Guild, we already have a pretty high reputation, so it should be pretty cheap to summon stuff with them. So let's go ahead and get the same quest we just did. We'll actually save before we do this. And now let's grab the Dragon Slayer again. The Ruins of Greene Croft Manor. Okay. Let's head there now. Ruins of Greene Croft Manor. And hopefully things will work out this time. Wow, the sky looks really, really, really good right now. Look at that beautiful sunset. I have to admire that for a second before we actually head to the dungeon. That is, of course, the Enhanced Sky mod, which is a fantastic graphics mod. The sky does just look incredible with it. Now, let's see, where is the actual dungeon entrance? This must be it here, I think. Get me in. This is it. Let's actually test out. I wanted to test out. We got another spell while we were messing around last episode, Mage Light Inferno, which I think was like a better torch spell. And yeah, it does look like it functions as a torch spell, as I did think. We'll set a recall spell and anchor right here. Let's actually save the game. And then can we do some resting? No, we can't. There's some enemies around here, it seems. There's a gargoyle. We can rest in here now, maybe? Yes, we can. Oh, but our Mage Light spell went away. Well, that kind of sucks. Alright, well, let's save the game here. And what we'll actually do is... Let's see, our magic... Okay, our magic items are still in our inventory. So we actually want to equip these now that we're dungeon crawling. Just gotta remember to take them off when we rest, and then we'll just use our lantern. No fuel on the lantern? Okay, let's see here. Inventory. Can I refill my lantern, please? There we go. And now we are off to find the Dragon Ling. And we will save the game when we see the Dragon Ling so we can try and soul trap him. In case our soul trap spell fails and I miscalculated something, which it's very likely I did. So someone pointed something pretty funny out about the nymph, which is that I probably wasn't ever... I'd never seen a nymph in the game up until last episode, and I think it's because I had the nudity filter on. So nymphs weren't spawning for that reason. Which is, yeah, just hilarious. I can't believe I didn't even think twice about a nudity filter, but yeah, I was losing out on content in the game because of the nudity filter, which is unfortunate. But now we have it off, so you should see nymphs regularly and other enemies that, or any other enemies that have nudity on them that we weren't seeing before. And we also want to use a lot of our healing spell, though we haven't taken any damage from this dungeon so far. Because to do Daedra summoning, we actually need to rank up once more in the Mages Guild, which is going to require us getting our restoration up, which, as you remember from last time, was quite a bit of an arduous process, in fact. It's so nice to have maxed out endurance so we can carry a lot more in the dungeon. It's a combination, I guess, of our maxed out endurance stat with the enchanted item we have, and then the fact that our pauldron is enchanted to give us more carry capacity. But I imagine that enchantment will pay for itself. This looks like a door to the outside. Did we come back to where we first were? Oh, without even realizing it, we came back to where we first came out. In these small dungeons, you know, they're deceptively small. I expect to go down a corridor and never arrive back where I've been before. Oh, this might be the Dragon Ling. Okay, let's save the game. Let's save the game. 507. Try and soul trap this little guy. Where is it? Trap active. The Dragon Ling is dead. They'll talk about you in the Knights of the Dragon for years. Beautiful. So let's see if this worked. This should be a good test right here. No treasure in either of these bodies? Okay, let's see, let's see. I think this should work. Wait, our soul trap doesn't have the Dragon Ling in it. Holding nothing. Alright, well, let's reload the save. Try that again. Let's see. Trap active, it says. Let's see if it saved this time. It did not. Okay, so something clearly is going wrong. I'm not sure what it is. You would think it would have stored... Let's see. We'll try again. Could it be something, the chance of success, or, I don't know, the duration? Who knows what it is. We're killing him pretty much right away. Oh, we trapped him this time. So I guess it was just something to do with, like, random success rate. So we actually trapped him successfully that time, which is cool. So that should be very useful for enchanting. And we might actually want to do this quest a lot if we want to get more of those Dragon Ling soul traps, because they're the highest value soul trapped enemy, with the exception of Daedra Lords, which we haven't really seen any of around. We've already been down here, huh? Where have we not been? Up here and to the left. Man, dungeon crawling feels so different with a small dungeons mod. Like, legitimately, I feel like I'm never in dungeons anymore. Which is why I was partly like, you know, I was a little bit skeptical about putting on the small dungeon setting, because I do actually like dungeon crawling, even though it's kind of monotonous. It can be kind of fun to just get lost in a dungeon, which never really happens anymore. Of course, now that I have the small dungeons mod on, I think it would be... Now I feel like, you know, I've tasted the fruit of freedom, if you know what I'm saying. So at this point, to go back and have to... There's someone in here. To go back and actually have to try and store my way through insanely massive dungeons just seems terrible now. And not be able to find my quest objectives right away, but at the same time I sort of miss it. So it's kind of a bit of a conundrum. Yeah, I thought there might be a... Oh, it's a door that's locked. That is also... wait, hold on. Save the game right here. It's very, very secret. It's both secret and locked. Okay, so let's see. Let's remove our enchanted degradable items real quick. And then we'll rest for a little bit here. And now we'll try opening it. Failed, okay. Can I do it again? No, I can't. Guess we'll rest some more then. Try it again. Okay, it failed again. How much more can I take of this? It failed again. I just don't want to degrade away my the quality of my Daedric weapon here, but I guess I have to. There we go. It wasn't too painful. I can always repair this anyways. Absorbing spells is just wonderful. Oh, I'm finally out of inventory space here. We'll have to consider what we want to keep soon. Okay, so we obviously are going to want to remove all leather, since leather sucks. Leather, 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 leather. It's all bad. We'll take chain. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I see, actually. Hold on. Yeah, right. Our Ring of Fortitude is what was giving us all that room, inventory room. So now we actually should be able to take most of everything here. Right, gotta remember that. Because when you take off the ring of fortitude that's increasing endurance, it doesn't just drop the excess items, it keeps them in your inventory, and you're at max capacity till you get rid of all of them. Okay, right. So now I do have everything, and now I'm pretty much at max weight capacity, so I think it might be time to leave. So let's actually recall. Teleport back here to the entrance of the dungeon, and we can head out now. So mission successful. We finally were able to soul trap that damn dragging Ling. We have him in our clutches now, and we can use him to enchant something with quite a good enchantment, for sure. So, let's see here. Let's head back to Daggerfall. And I guess, let's see. It's actually quite late in the night, so let's find an inn and rest for the night. Oh, you know what I should have done? What if it's too late? Oh, it is too late. I should have taken off my enchanted items while I was traveling. I didn't even think about that. It's okay, though. That stuff we'll just forget every once in a while. We'll need the room for one day. And now let's remember to take all this off before we rest. Oh, and we don't need this lantern on anymore. And we want to rest about 9 hours. Then we can go sell all of our things. 8 in the morning, let's leave. Go ahead and save my game right here. And let's go to the market and sell some of our stuff. There's a pawnbroker's right down south, so I guess we can check if we need to sell anything there first before we do anything else. This misty weather is always so depressing. I can barely see anything. Okay, here's the pawnbrokers. Oh, I guess we didn't wait enough for the stores to be open. Alright, so let's see here. What do I have? I can sell all my armor and stuff at the pawnbrokers, but I prefer to sell it at an armor shop. I'm looking for something. This book, I can sell the book here. We'll sell the book here. He paid me with a letter of credit for some reason. Was that like a really fancy book? Or he just couldn't afford it? I'm not sure. See if he has anything of interest. No, he does not. Okay. So let's actually head over to, not the general store. We don't need to go to the bank yet because we'll have lots of money to go to the bank with later. Let's head over to the market. Let's see. I want to go to the alchemist first. He's right around here, I know. So this little hole in the wall shop right here. And we got lots of ingredients to sell you, my friend. And in the wagon, lots more. Oh, and apparently he'll take this holy relic off of our hands. Okay, well, I don't think we need that for any reason, so we'll get rid of all of that. And now we head to the armorers who are down to the southwest. You know, one mod that we haven't been able to appreciate a lot lately is the Trees of Daggerfall mod, because the winter trees aren't made in the mod. So Trees of Daggerfall obviously is the mod that gives us really nice 3D trees, but only the Temperate Woodland set is made right now, not the other sets. So as you can see, this is the classic Daggerfall tree. Although I think it is enhanced in the Dream mod, but it's still a 2D sprite. Okay, now let's sell everything that we don't want to keep for any reason. Yeah, we don't need any of that. And our wagon, we got to be careful here. We obviously want to keep all of this we're seeing here. But all of this and beyond, I think. And now we'll keep the ebony cuirass. Do we need adamantium boots? I guess we could enchant these potentially. The boots aren't even that enchantable, so I feel like we probably won't need it. We'll keep it just in case. But everything else pretty much can go. We don't need a flail, Daedric longsword, elven claymore. So obviously we want to keep the weapons for enchanting. Daedric longsword, Daedric claymore. So we have 2 Daedric longswords, 1 Daedric claymore. Let's see, 8 to 22, 6 to 24. So actually, the Daedric longsword's almost better than the Daikatana. Our worst weapon's the ebony claymore, I suppose. So I guess maybe we should enchant one of our Daedric longswords next. And obviously this is just the enchanted left pauldron that we are taking off occasionally. Oh wait, no, that's not the enchanted left pauldron. The enchanted left pauldron should be in our magic items. I'm not sure why we don't have this one on. Oh, it's because we take off the enchanted pauldron and we don't usually substitute it with this, so this just sits in our inventory. Once the enchanted item degrades, we'll put this back on. So we can sell all of this, and let's actually check if we need to repair anything here we have. So if we try, I think we try repairing yeah, we can't repair magic items. Obviously, we could turn that setting on, but it'd make magic items so OP. So we're not going to do that. But let's actually see whether any of this needs repairing. No, it does. So all of that could be repaired. In our wagon, does this need any of this need repairing? We might as well repair anything that needs repairing right now. Holy shit, it's expensive to repair all this shit. Look how much money it costs. Don't even have enough gold to do it. Alright, here's what we'll do. Guess we have to go to the bank. We're running around half naked now, without any of our armor. Let's head down to the bank and get the money out that we need to repair our stuff. One optional setting that you may have noticed I have on is instant repairs. So normally in Daggerfall you have to wait a set amount of time. I think it's like 48 hours to get your items repaired. You can check off a box in Daggerfall Unity that will make it instantaneous, and I turned that on a lot earlier in the Let's Play. I think it's just, I don't know, having to wait 48 hours is kind of just inconvenient. You know, it doesn't really add to the game experience in any way. It's just more frustrating, so that's why I turned the instant repair setting on. Okay, how much money might we need to do this? Like 30,000? I'm sure that's enough. I cannot carry that much gold. Well, okay. How about 3,000 gold? Oh, you know what? Let's put on our Ring of Fortitude, and then I can carry that much gold, probably. Wait, did our encumbrance go up from that? Wait, I thought it was endurance that enhances our encumbrance. Is it not that? Is it like strength that enhances carry capacity? I'm confused here. Oh, it is strength. I thought it was endurance. That's okay. And then this, of course, is enhancing our carry capacity. Okay. So yeah, I was mistaken about what enhances carry capacity. It is in fact. Wait a minute. I deposited instead of withdrew. I need like 30,000 gold. So yeah, it is. That was fake news. My bad, guys. In fact, strength enhances carry capacity, not endurance. All right, straight up north and to the west here. I'm so used to endurance enhancing it that I didn't realize. See, strength. Yeah, it's maximum encumbrance. So that's why it goes up so high, is because of our little necklace that's increasing our strength. I guess item repairs are more expensive for really like high quality items like Daedric, because I certainly don't remember them being that expensive before. It could be that. I guess it could also be that we're a higher level and it scales or something like that with level. I'm not sure which it is, but one of those two, I imagine. So now if we repair our item here, just throw in everything. Just slightly. Do we have just slightly not enough money? Okay, we were bargaining it down significantly. Okay, beautiful. So we get all this back out now, and we can actually re-equip, let's see, our boots. What do we normally wear here? Our ebony cuirass, our greaves, our pauldron, helmet, our claymore, adamantium greaves, ebony cuirass. Wait, do we have ebony greaves yet? No, we don't have them yet. Okay, got it. I think that's everything. Is this the enchanted? No, that's the non-enchanted one. Okay, that can all stay in our wagon. Okay, now that we've sold everything, we actually should sell these never tiring boots because I got these by accident and I don't need them, and they're taking up a pound of space that I just, or a kilogram of space I should say, that I just don't need. Can I actually sell those here? Can I sell magic items here? No. Maybe at the clothes store. We'll check the clothes store real quick. Let's head up north. Clothes store is going to be, over here. All right, let's see if this tailor will take our enchanted boots. Never tiring boots. That would be, I mean, if that existed, in real life, that would be quite a popular item. Here, it's only worth 54 gold. I guess people are used to things like that here. In this world. You'd think, though, if enchanted items were that easy to come by and cheap, more people would be wearing them. Though I suppose most people in this game are pretty poor, so they can't afford stuff like that, even if it's only 54 gold. Alright, so we can go actually return the quest, since we completed it. What is our reputation with the Knights of the Dragon right now? Holy shit, it's 91. It's about to go up to, what, 95? Or 96? I think it's 5 reputation for successful quests. You need to actually loiter just 1 hour. And now, let's see. All Hail Titian, Dragon Slayer. Have I ranked up yet? It's just time, but we need to wait now at this point to get our next rank. We're at, holy shit, we're at 99 reputation. We went up really high. I'm not sure why we went up so high from one quest. Because normally it's like 5 reputation, I think. I'm not sure why. But anyways, we've gone up very, very highly with them, as you can see. So we're pretty much maxed out at this point, and we just need to wait time to come back and get our ranks. Obviously, like, we won't get new. Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. So yeah, we've already received our armor for our current rank. So we just gotta wait some time, and hopefully we'll be able to rank up soon. And for the time being, let's go use our Dragging Ling soul to enchant one of our Daedric longswords with something really good. We could actually use it because longswords already kind of have quite a high enchantment capacity. We could use it on some piece of armor that has a low enchantment capacity to basically artificially boost it up to a high capacity. We could also consider saving it just because we already have like a lot of enchanted items doing stuff that we want right now, like maxing out our endurance, maxing out our strength. I guess one that maxes out our intelligence would be kind of useful. Like a piece of armor that gives us wisdom, basically, would be quite useful. And then obviously we could use a sword that gives us some like combat stats or combat effects. Since at the moment we don't actually have a sword that does that. So let's head down to the Mage's Guild and consider our options. We have to remember, of course, that getting these soul traps with Dragging Lings is sort of time consuming because we have to go do that quest whenever we want to do it. Honored. I wanted to check our reputation with the law of Daggerfall because I assume doing quests for the Knights of the Dragon increases it. So we were admired for a long time. We've now gone up to honored, so we can like do no wrong in this region. We're pretty much loved by everyone at this point. We've slain multiple dragons. We're actually pretty it feels good to go from a nobody to known all across the region. Of course, other regions don't know us too well. We should go do stuff for other regions soon because we mostly just hang out in this region at the moment. So let's save the game before we make any decisions here. So let's see. So one thing, as I said, that we should consider, actually we should take off our armor here so we can get an idea of what's eligible for enchanting. Okay. So obviously one thing I said was wisdom, which would be cast when held, be this right here, which costs 1,200. So I don't think there's any piece of armor that will, yeah. As you can see, it's pretty measly the amount of enchantment points you get on. Oh, well, gauntlets, I guess, are really enchantable. I had no idea. I wouldn't have thought gauntlets would have been the thing that was highly enchantable. And then helms. Ooh, this helms are really enchantable, actually. Ooh, helms are actually more enchantable than a cuirass. So I wonder if we got like an ebony helm or something, or another Daedric helm, we could enchant that with wisdom. That might be the play. Let's actually pull out our, let's see in the wagon, we have some armor that's potentially enchantable, so let's pull all this out. Oh, let's increase our carry capacity here real quick. Wagon. Just want to pull all this out so I can look at everything. Let's see here. 700 for the adamantium cuirass versus 800 for the ebony cuirass. Boots obviously aren't that enchantable. Greaves aren't going to be that enchantable. The Daedric longsword, that's the other thing that we were considering enchanting. And then ebony claymore and mithril daikatana aren't even close to being as enchantable as the Daedric, so I think Daedric's probably the play. So our claymores are like standard weapon. We'll keep that, we won't enchant that, so we have like the best weapon that we have, guaranteed. So let's check out what enchantments we could put on a Daedric longsword, potentially. So a good one was obviously, I think it was, I mean, Vampire Touch is like, you know, lifesteal, essentially. Well, we can already do restoration, so that's not as useful. But Energy Leech, I think, was pretty good. That takes up a lot of space, actually. We could also do Cast When Strikes, I don't know, what's something like Ice Storm do? That sounds kind of interesting. Or Ice Bolt. Cast When Strikes. Magicka Leech. That would drain Magicka. We already have Spell Absorption, of course, but let's see what else. Firestorm, Hand of Decay. Magicka Leech. Obviously, all the passive stuff probably we want to save for like armor and things like that. We probably want to put on a weapon. Something like, ooh, Potent versus Daedra might be kind of useful later on. What else? So regen's health we don't need this. Vampiric Effect could be okay. That's sort of similar to Cast When Strikes. Vampiric Touch, pretty much the same thing, I think. Cast When Strikes, I don't know what half of these do. Like, I know some of these are just basically attack spells. I think maybe something like Energy Leech plus, like, I wonder how much paralysis costs. Quite a lot, actually. Cast When Strikes. Sphere of Negation, I think, like, makes enemies disappear. That's why it's so expensive. Wildfire sounds good. Let's actually see if we put on our Soulbound Dragon Ling. Holy shit, we get a lot of points. You can see on its own it gives negative 5,000, so we can add 5,000 extra points. So that's why I spent so much time. People were wondering why is he trying so hard to give us Dragon Ling. Look how effective of an enchanting tool that is. That just gives us insane value right there. Totally worth the money and the time. And then of course we could add some other like negative effects, since some of them we don't really care about. Item Deteriorates kind of sucks because, you know, we want to keep magic weapons for as long as we possibly can. So I'm thinking, maybe we won't do any enchanting this episode. I think it's getting close to like where we'd end an episode anyways. So I'm thinking what we'll do is we have two options, right? We could either use the Dragon Ling with armor, but that seems like sort of a waste because the only thing we really want on armor, I mean, we could add some other stuff, you know, like higher armor effect. Where is that? I'm trying to find where it is. I know one of them is like strengthens armor. We could do like strengthens armor. We could do, you know, wisdom plus strengthens armor. We could even do like enhances skill or something like that. You know what I mean? Like long blade. Our long blade's already really high, so I'm not sure what skill we'd actually care about enchanting. Like dodging or something like that would be useful. But even then, we're not really getting the full value out of the Dragging Soul. So maybe we should use it on our weapon, and then we could actually not only put all the like cast one strike stuff on the weapon, we could also put wisdom and things like that. And it kind of sucks that we're like investing. I'm sure it will cost a lot of money to do that, um, because we're putting like a million spells on it. Like this right here is already 4,800. So if we add also, energy leech, and then we add cast one held, wisdom, and then we add, I don't know, what else might we want? Cast one strikes, paralysis or something. We're already at 45,000 gold, but we have lots of money, so there's no need to. We don't need to like pinch pennies about it, if you see what I'm saying. Like we have plenty of money to do stuff with. So I think that's probably the play. Actually, we don't have enough money in our inventory to enchant something right now. We only have 18,000 gold approximately. So I'll actually look up a little bit more about what these specific spells do. And then next time, I guess we'll decide whether we want to use the Dragging Soul right now, which I guess there's no reason not to, right? We could save it for once we get like a Daedric Daikaton or something like that. But we can always just do this quest again to get another Dragonling, even though it's sort of repetitive. Since we have small dungeons, it's not that hard to find the Dragonling. So yeah, so excuse my rambling at the end there. I'm just sort of thinking through what we actually want to do. But I hope you all enjoyed this episode. It feels satisfying to finally have the Dragonling Soul, and it does actually feel satisfying. I feel like we're quite strong as a character now, and quite well known, which feels good. And I guess next time, in addition to enchanting our weapon, once I actually go and get some money, I guess that's the first thing we'll do next time is go get some money. Maybe we'll do some quests for the Mages Guild. I don't know, go to another region, do a quest for the main quest. I really don't know yet. But tune in next time for whatever we actually decide to do, and I will see you all then.